interrupt your programming to deliver this urgent news bulletin from the Federal Railroad Administration. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message has been transmitted by request from Consolidated Rail Corporation. A trio of Conrail locomotives are parked on the northeast corridor between Washington and Boston. At this time, do not approach the tracks, as it is deemed unsafe. Report any suspicious activity to 911. Tune to WETA on your television outlets for further updates. Also tune to 6:40 a.m. on your radio for further procedures. Stay tuned for further updates. This just in, an Amtrak train is speeding at 125 miles per hour. The Northeast Colonial is headed for a collision course with the trio of Conrail locomotives. Citizens of Chase, Maryland, evacuate your area immediately. A deadly train collision is bound to occur in your neighborhoods. Final warning, evacuate your neighborhoods immediately and brace for sudden impact. Stay tuned for further updates. Urgent message. This is a national emergency. Important guidelines will follow. This message has been transmitted by request of the Chase Fire Rescue Squad and the Federal Railroad Administration. The Northeast Colonial pulled by Amtrak EM7S 900 and 903 along with Conrail B36-7 5045 were totaled in the wreck. Again, a serious train collision has occurred near the Gunpowder Interlocking Tower. Stay tuned on your radio and WETA on your television outlets for shelter-in-place warnings. Again, stay tuned for further updates. Law enforcement warning for the Chase, Maryland area until further notice. The following message has been transmitted by request from the Conrail superintendents and the Chase Fire Rescue Squad. The FBI is looking for a suspicious person who might be responsible for the wreck. He is described as a Caucasian male, late 30s to early mid-40s, sienna brown-colored hair above the ears, salt and pepper goatee, and wearing a flannel-down shirt with grease-soaked blue jeans. Anyone with information on this individual is to call nearest and appropriate authorities. Again, do not approach this suspect, as he might be a danger to himself or others. Stay away from this area. Emergency update, the suspicious person involved in the wreck has been identified as Richard Lynn Gates. He was last seen at the Gunpowder Interlocking Tower, smoking marijuana, and heading for the nearest interstate. Another individual, Butch Cromwell, is being questioned by federal and state authorities. Any information on Richard Lynn Gates' whereabouts are advised to call pound 77 for Maryland State Police. Again, do not approach this suspect, as he is on illegal drugs and narcotics. Stay tuned for further updates on WETA as the story develops. Urgent update, a report of 16 fatalities has been confirmed back at the train wreck. Also 170 others who are critically injured are being transported to intensive care units. Also, Richard Lynn Gates, who was wanted for possession of marijuana, has been arrested for the following charges. 16 charges of aggravated vehicular manslaughter, 170 counts of attempted vehicular manslaughter, tampering with locomotive equipment, lying to investigators, and 186 counts of reckless endangerment. Butch Cromwell has since been fired from Conrail, but is still cooperating with authorities. Once again, Richard Lynn Gates has been captured and facing state and federal criminal charges with FBI and NTSB officials. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast systems should listen to cable messages. This message is being requested by request of the United States government and White House to participate in this emergency. During this emergency, most stations will be still on the air, providing information on evacuational procedures. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Washington, D.C. areas. Do not use telephones, as it is being only used for emergency purposes. All emergency alert systems have been activated. The emergency broadcast that was announced 4 hours ago is now terminated. Anyone that was evacuated to a shelter for a shelter-in-place warning, you have been given an all-clear by state and federal authorities. Again, we thank you for your amazing cooperation during this strategic emergency. We will now return to normal broadcasting on Nickelodeon.